Hi guys, welcome to the channel Learn Concepts with Nikhil, Discover, Learn and Grow. So in this particular video, we'll be learning about BRD, right? In the previous video, we have learned about BRD in the theoretical way, right? In this video, we will be learning BRD in practical way, how the BRD document looks like and how we will be creating the BRD document. Karke. So as I said, we will be making BRD document for high level requirements, right? What is the goal and what is the objective of the software or particular app or particular project करके. So yeah, this is the BRD which is version 1, right? As I also said you before in the stakeholder, not in the stakeholder, in the require prioritization requirements. If the requirements gets changed, we need to update the BRD, or we need to update the documentations and give them versions. So this is BRD version 1.0. If I make any changes and if I again update the BRD, it will be version 1.1. Then it will be version 1.2. So we will be doing versioning of BRDs and documentations. Not only BRDs, we will be doing versionings of FRDs, SRS, and all those things. So let's see how a BRD looks like and how we need to create a BRD karke, and what are the major main important components of BRD. So first, I have taken a business case study. I have taken a business case study in order to show you and build a BRD document, right? So the case study is e-commerce website development, right? So we need to build an e-commerce website. Sorry. So we need to build an e-commerce website development, right? So business overview is a retail company called Shoppies wants to develop an e-commerce website to expand its business online. So a retail company wants to develop its like a retail company wants to get more reach. It wants to develop its what you can say its customer base and all. So it wants to go online and want to develop an e-commerce website and want to expand its online business, want to expand its business. The platform should allow users to browse products. Okay, you will be browsing products. We need to add the products into the cart, make secure payments, and track orders. It is quite intuitive, right? You can understand by reading the case study. So this is a case study. You will be building a website called e Shoppies, right? Shoppies, sorry. You will be building a website called Shoppies. It's an e-commerce website, and these are the conditions. The platform needs to allow users to browse products, add them to the cart, make secure payments, and track progress, right? Yeah, track orders, not progress. So the first component of BRD. So from here we will be starting our BRD, right? So this is the case, upper one, the upper one is a case study, the problem which we need to solve, and down one is, sorry guys, let's change this color so that you can understand it more clearly. Yeah. So this is a case study, guys. We need to build an e-commerce website, and from here, from the business requirement document, the BRD, we will be starting the BRD, how we will be documenting the BRD karke. So the first main component of BRD is executive summary. We will be writing the summary of the case study or the summary of the problem, right? So let's read this. Shoppies is developing an e-commerce website to enhance its digital presence and increase revenue. So this is the executive summary. We will be writing this in the executive summary. The platform will offer seamless product browsing, secure payments, and order tracking to improve customer experience and business growth. So we will be writing this description in the component of in the section of executive summary. It is nothing but we will be giving high level requirement, high level what you can say a high level objective, right? High level summary of the case study. Then what are the business goals and objectives? You can say it as user needs also. So expand user needs as well as client needs. Expand market reach beyond physical stores and enter the online market. It is one of the goal or one of the objective of the business. Provide a user-friendly and secure and efficient online shopping experience. Even it is one of the business goal, right? Enable seamless transactions with integrated payment gateways. Again, a business goal and objective. Increase revenue through digital sales, targeted promotions, and data-driven recommendations. So even this is a business goal. So in the first section, we will be writing the executive summary. In the next section, we will be writing the business goals. And in the third section, we will be writing what are the futures or what are the user stories which are in scope and which are out of the scope. Which are out of the scope, mane to those are not done, or those user stories or futures are not built in the particular sprint or particular project, right? Next, yeah, in project scope, I have brought in scope as well as out of scope. So let's see what is in scope. In scope is nothing but I will be building user registration and authentication. Authentication is nothing but I will be verifying the user. So I'll be building user registration and authentication in my particular app or particular website. Next, I will be building product. I will be making use it will be easy for the users if I do the product, if I build the product browsing, search and filtering options, right? So I'll be building these also in my first version of the app, right? Next, I'll be building shopping cart as well as checkout process. I'll be making them easy. I'll be building them in my project. Next, secure payment gateway integration. I'll also do this. Next to order tracking and history, I can track my orders as well as I can see my history, like previously what I have ordered, so that I can repeat the order or not. Karke, I can do the order tracking and history. Customer support via live chat and email. These are in scope, right? This is quite into last point. You will be providing the customer support via email as well as live chat. Sometimes all calls also, but in scope there are no calls, so we will be providing customer support via chat as well as email only. Calls are out of scope. So I think you have got the understanding, you got the difference, I think. So what is in scope as well as what is out scope? Now let's see what is out scope. So these are the features I will be building in my app which are in scope. What are out of the scope? Which are nothing but I will not be building these features in my project, right? Why we need to keep in scope and out of scope? So why? Because like sometimes developers or sometimes design team or sometimes development team gets like what we can say, they assume things, right? They assume things and they will build the futures which are out of the scope also. That is the reason why we need to clearly say that this is in scope and this is out of the scope, and BRD will be written by business analyst. So he needs to clearly document the requirements. He needs to clearly document the futures and user stories. Out of the scope is nothing but a integration within store POS systems. So even I don't know that. So that is out of the scope. We will not be building that subscription based services planned for future phases. Okay, subscription based services are nothing but Amazon Prime, right? If we take the Amazon Prime, the order will be coming in 1 hour or 1 day. But if we did not take Amazon Prime and if we order directly, it will be taking like 1 week or 3 to 4 days. So subscription based services, these are out of the scope. Next is loyalty reward programs are also out of the scope. More loyal customers will be getting some discounts. Karke. But this is out of the scope. I'll be building only the futures which are in scope. So that is about project scope, right? Next is stakeholders. Stakeholders are nothing but who needs to work in this particular project, who will be working in this particular project. So instead here I kept a business owner, but it's not business owners, it's business analyst. My bad. Business analyst is the one who will be defining project objectives. He will not approve budgets, but he will be overseeing the execution, right? He will be overseeing the execution and he'll be monitoring the progress. So business analyst will be defining the project objectives. He will be contacting the stakeholders, that is nothing but clients, and he will be verifying and validating the requirements with them. And then he will be creating the BRD document, and he will be distributing through all the internal stakeholders so that BRD document can guide all the internal stakeholders for building the perfect project. Next is project manager. Project manager is the one who will be manages the timeline, scope as well as resources. So he will be overseeing the timeline. Is the project done in the particular timeline or not? He will also oversee the scope as well as he will be delegating the resources as per the project, right? He will be delegating ki a project ko kitna resources aaye hai. Like for example, he will be looking at the project and he will be delegating. We needed 3 or 4 developers for this project. We needed 2 designers. We needed 2 testers. We need this much of budget. Karke he will be delegating the tasks. Next is developers. Developers are the one who will be building the software. They'll be build, maintain, and optimize the platform, right? You know what developers do. They will be building the software and they will be maintaining as well as optimizing. They will be doing some checks. Now we cannot say checks, but they will be optimizing as per the user. They will be building and optimizing the software or optimizing the platform. Next is UI UX designers, right? They'll be creating a user friendly and visually appealing interface, right? So first phase में क्या होगा? First UX designers will be assigned the work. They will be developing, or they will not be developing. They will be designing the app or designing the software or designing the platform. And after designing the what you can say, user delighted designer, they will be giving the design to the developers, and developers will be making it functional. For example, like we can say UX designers or UI designers will be building a user experienced products or user experienced designer, and developers will be making those design into life. Like they will be making them functional, right? And this is the work of UX designers and developers. These all are the stakeholders for this particular project. And next is marketing team. Marketing team is nothing but after building the project, you need to market it, right, in order to get the revenue or in order to get the sales to the company. So yeah, so marketing team also plays a major role. Next is customer support team. Customer support team is the one, like if customers or the users have any doubts, they will be providing customer support. End users are also one of the stakeholders. Why? Because they are the end users, right? They will be using our product. I have forgotten one point. Actually, there will be testing team too. Testing team, testing team is also one of the stakeholder. Why? Because they will be testing the product which was built by developers and UX designers as per the requirements given by business analyst. So even testing team is one of the stakeholders, right? Stakeholders of the project. So you understood, right? Next are assumptions. So assumptions are the one we will be assuming, and we will be assuming some points, and we will be building based upon those assumptions, right? First assumption is user will have stable internet access for online transactions. As simple as that, you can understand. We will be assuming कि user will be having stable connection, stable internet connection, so that he can run our app easily करके. Next, the initial version will support a desktop and mobile web browsers. So it is also one assumption. Like basically, we are doing some assumptions and we are building the product. Next is payment processing will be handled by Stripe or PayPal. Even it is one of the assumption, and order fulfillment and delivery will be managed by third-party logistics partners. So we are only building a e-commerce website, right? Online website. So we will be assuming all these things and we will be building the e-commerce online website. These are assumptions. And next use case descriptions. Use cases are the one where like what the user will be performing, in your particular app or software or product, right? So these are use case descriptions. Use case one, first use case will be user registration, right? First is primary actor. Primary actor are nothing but they are the one who will be using our software or product. So first primary actor is customer. Next is what is his goal? To create a new user account on the platform. So in order to browse the products or in order to order the product, he needs to create the account, right? So yeah, his goal is to create a new user account on the platform. Next trigger, The user visits the website and clicks to sign up. Triggers are nothing but buttons, right? If you click on this button, you will be landing into home page, or if you click on this button, you will be if you give the credentials and if you click on the sign up button, your account will be created करके. Triggers are nothing but they are the action buttons. We can call it as action buttons instead of triggers, but basically in BRD we will be using the word called triggers, so we will go with triggers, but they are nothing but action buttons. So preconditions: the user must provide a valid email and password. So before clicking on trigger, before clicking on action button called sign up, he needs to provide a valid email and password. Varna, Varna, trigger won't be worked. Like it will be showing us an error. Precondition two: a confirmation email is sent and the user can log in. Like precondition two is once the user has logged into the account, right? Once not logged in, once the user has signed up to the account, an email confirmation will be sent to him. It is nothing but a precondition two, and he can log in. User use case two: product purchase. So primary actor is customer. Why? Because he is using our product, right? So primary actor is customer. Next, his goal is to add products to the cart and complete a purchase. As simple as that. Trigger: the user clicks on a add to cart and proceeds to checkout, right? So he will be browsing the products, and after seeing the product, there will be an option called even if we browse the products, there will be an option called add to cart, right? If you click on add to cart only, it will be getting added to cart. So there the action button is add to cart button, so that is the trigger. So he will be browsing the products. He will be clicking on the action button called add to cart, and then the product will be going into cart, right? And proceeds to checkout. In order to proceed to checkout, he needs to add to cart. He needs to click on an action button called add to cart. So that is one of the trigger. So next one is precondition one is the user must be logged in and have items in the cart. This is quite intuitive, right? Before logging in, he cannot add to cart and he have to select some items in order to add to the cart. So yeah, precondition one makes sense. Precondition two is nothing but payment is processed and an order confirmation is sent. Quantity two. Next is use case three, that is nothing but order tracking. Primary actor is nothing but customer. Customer is only sometimes there will be multiple primary actors, but as of now, as of this business case study, this business requirement document, there is only one primary actor who is nothing but who is interacting with the system. For suppose if you are building an ERP system, the primary customers will be finance people will be one primary customer, marketing team will be one primary customer, or business owners will be one primary customer. But as of this case study, as of this website development, as of this project, as of this BRD, our primary customer is only the customer. Our primary actor is only the customer, right? His goal is to track the status of the order. Once he has placed the order, he has to track the order, right? Up to where my order has come, when it will be delivered, so that I will not keep any works at that time. Karke. So his goal is to track the order. The trigger is the user navigates to the order section and selects on order, right? If he clicks on the, if he, for example, the action button here is a orders button. So he will be going into orders section, and if you click on the particular order, it will be showing that tracking. It will be showing that tracking of the order, right? So here the action button is orders button. Precondition one is the user must have placed an order. It's quite intuitive. Without placing an order, he cannot track the order. So yeah, the user must place an order. Next precondition two is order status and tracking details are displayed. Quite intuitive. Use case diagrams. So actually, I didn't give the use case diagrams. In the next later sessions, we will be learning about use case diagrams to UML diagrams. UML diagrams are called unified model diagrams. So these use case diagrams are also included in the BRD, so that the people or the stakeholders who are working on the project can understand clearly. Like more than description, if we show the visualization, it will be more easy for them, right? visual document will be more easy for stakeholders instead of description. So we will be drawing use case diagrams too. We will be adding those use case diagrams in this BRD in the future sections. But use case diagrams are what the user will be doing throughout the process. Karke. For example, user logs in. For example, I will be creating a use case diagram here, guys, so that you will be understanding one diagram. So user, what he will be doing? Sorry, he will be doing login. He will be doing login, right? Let's go for our first use case one only. So what is to create a new user account on the platform. So user kya hoga? He will be opening the software, right? He will be opening the software. Then he want to sign up. Our first use case is nothing but a user want to sign up and create a new account, right? So first user will be opening the software, then he will be providing the email, providing email or phone number, right? Then he'll be providing the password, right? Then he will be clicking on sign up. Then if you click on the sign up, your email will be getting an OTP. So he will be entering. Okay, let's take with email. And in the next diagram, we will be going with phone number. Entering OTP. Then it will be saying OTP successful. OTP successful. Then account created, right? Then he will be getting the again. He will be getting the email again, which says account confirmation email, right? So this is one of the flow. Like user will be opening the software, then he will be providing the email, then he will be providing the password, then he will be clicking on the sign up. Here sign up is our action button. I'll make it highlight, guys. I'll highlight this so that, yeah, here sign up is a action button. Then he will be entering the OTP, which came to the email. Then it will be saying OTP successful and account has created. This is one of the user flow, right? One of the user flow for user registration. User registration. And there can be another flow too for user registration with the help of phone number. Let's see that. User will be opening the software, right? He will be opening the software. Instead of providing email, he will be providing phone number. And then he will be clicking on sign up, which is nothing but our action button. Or we can call it as trigger. He'll be clicking on sign up, and then your phone number will be getting an OTP. You will be entering the OTP, and then OTP successful. I don't know spelling wrong. Okay, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. OTP successful and account gets created, right? Account gets created. So these are the user flows for user registration. As well as there will be different user flows for product purchase. Then there will be different user flow for order tracking. Let's take an user flow for product purchase so that you can understand clearly. So let's go for product purchase user flow, right? User flow. So actually you will be creating user flows in Miro. Miro is an app which is free, I think. So Miro is a software which is free, and in Miro you can develop and design, or you can create user flows as well as Figma. Even in Figma you can create user flows, I guess. Apart from that, there is a software called Microsoft Visio, which is paid tool. But I'll be using Miro as well as Figma sometimes in order to create a user flows, right? And there is also called Munal. Munal. I don't know the name. I forgot the name, but it starts with a M. Even it is a very good app. They'll be providing unlimited white space, whiteboard, so you can play with it, guys. We'll be exploring those tools too. Let's go for product purchase user flow. So user will be logging in with the help of email and password. Then he will be going to home page. From home page, he will be clicking on a products page. Products page. In products page, he will also click on a. Will be in a home page. There will be different products, right? Particular products. So in the homepage there will be different products like groceries will be there, electronics will be there. So user will be selecting one particular product segment or one particular product type. He want to buy only electronics, so he will be clicking on electronics. Then he will be क्या करेगा? He will be doing browsing, right? Browse करेगा, browsing products, browsing products. Then he will be selecting the products. It should be very detailed, guys, very detailed, right? So that if we give these use case diagrams and use case description to the developer and designer, he will be understanding clearly what is the goal and what is the objective of the a particular app or particular software करके. So these use case diagrams should be very, very, very clear. Yeah. Then he will be selecting the products. Then he will be clicking to clicking on add to cart. Sorry, clicking on add to cart, which is nothing but our action button. Let's go here. Add to cart is one of the action button or one of the trigger, as well as login is also one of the trigger button. Trigger button or action button. Then he will be adding to cart. After adding to cart, he will be doing the checkout process. He will be doing the checkout, and then he will be going into the payment method, and he will be selecting PhonePe. Let's assume PhonePe. He after selecting the payment, he will be doing the payment with the help of PhonePe UPI ID. And next क्या होगा? He will be getting an confirmation order confirmed message to his email. Order confirmed message to email. Next, happy customer. So this is a flow of product purchase, guys. You understood, right? So for each use case, you need to clearly draw the UML diagrams, or you need to clearly show the visual format or visual form of the use case, so that developer can develop the product more easily and it will be easy for him, right? Next are project constraints. What are the constraints of the project? Karke? The project must be completed within 6 months on a budget of ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000 lakhs, $1 lakh, right? Sorry, guys, I'm some weak in these zeros and ones. So yeah. So the project must be completed within 6 months is one of the constraint, and The budget is only $1 lakh. The budget they have allocated, the client business has allocated only 1,000, 1,000, not $1 lakh, and when we need to complete in that budget only. Next is the system should support at least five concurrent users without performance issues. As I said, you right, it should be scalable. So at a time, if the 500 not, it's very yeah yeah. At a time, 50,000 users can use my product, and it should not have any performance issues, right? It should be scalable. It is one of the constraint. Payment processing must comply with the PCI DSS security standards. So it is also one of the constraint. Next, the platform must adhere to GDPR data privacy laws. So it is also one of the constraint. And the website should be optimized for major browsers and mobile devices. Even it is one of the constraint. It should be optimized for Chrome, Firefox. There are different types of Mozilla Firefox as well as Internet Explorer. I think Internet Explorer has been closed. I think so. I don't know. But yeah, there is a browser called Brave too. So it should be compatible. It should be optimized for all websites, all web browsers, as well as mobile devices. And also we will be adding cost benefit analysis in BRD. As I said you before, what is my cost and what is the benefit I am deriving from the project? करके. What is the cost for my project and what is the benefit I am deriving from my project? So what are the estimated costs? Website development, infrastructure and security implementation, marketing and promotional campaigns, customer setup and operational operations, maintenance and scalability improvements after launch. These are the costs. Expected benefits, increased revenue through online sales. These are the benefits, right? Next, reduced operational costs compared to maintaining multiple physical stores. This is one of the benefit. Improved customer engagement, retention, and brand loyalty. Even this is one of the benefits from this project. Next is competitive advantage by entering the growing e-commerce market. Even this is one of the advantage. So we will also be doing a cost benefit analysis and conclusion. The shop is a e-commerce website is a strategic initiative designed to expand the businesses digital footprint. Footprint is nothing but the number of customers which are who are visiting your software or app or product. Enhance customer experience and CX. CX is nothing but customer experience and drive revenue growth by clearly defining requirements, addressing user needs, and ensuring compliance with the technical and legal standards. The project is set for successful execution with the given time frame and budget, right? So these are the components of BRD, guys. If suppose this is version 1.0, right? If suppose your client want some more requirements and he want to make some more changes, then you will be building another BRD, which is nothing but version 1.1. You will be not editing this BRD. You will be not changing this BRD. You will be making another BRD where you will be copying the points of this BRD as well as you will be making and updating some changes in that particular BRD. So this will be version 1.0 and that BRD which you have made changes and updated will be version 1.1, but you will not edit this particular BRD. So you will not edit the previous BRDs, but instead you will be creating the new versions. Version 1.0, version 1.1, version 1.2 Paisa. So let's recap, guys. The business overview is to build the e-commerce website. So the components of a BRD are executive summary, where you will be giving the summary of the case study. Then you will be drafting and crafting the goals and objectives. Then you will be giving the requirements of a in scope as well as out of scope of the project. Then you will be understanding and you will be mentioning the stakeholders too. Then you will be mentioning assumptions. Then you will be creating use case descriptions as well as use case diagrams. And then after you will be mentioning project constraints, cost benefit analysis, as well as conclusion. So this is all about BRD, guys. In the next video, we will be learning some more about business analysis. So bye.